To say that the self-defense handgun market is growing right now is a gross understatement. It's on fire. Competition is at its fiercest in this space in the firearms industry and is both a catalyst as well as a direct result of both innovation and demand. Companies left and right are introducing both new handgun models as well as adaptations of timeless, iconic models like the Browning High Power. If you're in the market for a 9mm concealed carry piece for self-defense and home security, the compact, subcompact, and micro-compact categories for civilian handguns are continuing to see growth as firearms manufacturers endlessly try to one-up each other by squeezing in more and more rounds in the tiniest of magazines while making handguns that are easier to conceal, easier to handle, easier to shoot well, and easier on the eyes. And while we're seeing manufacturers flocking toward concealed carry polymer handgun categories, there are still some new full-size non-polymer handguns being released as well, thanks in no part to the sudden, unexplainable, but well-earned resurgence that the 10mm cartridge is currently enjoying, and the new handgun caliber Federal Ammunition has recently unveiled, the .30 Super Carry. But if you're a 9mm purist, you're probably wondering if there are any new releases that might tickle your fancy. Whatever the case may be, I'm glad to let you know there are more than a handful of new 9mm handguns on the market today. In this video, I'll talk about my top 6 9mm handguns from SHOT Show 2022. Taurus GX4 Toro. In May of 2021, Taurus released a palm-sized polymer handgun in 9mm, the GX4, to get into the concealed carry micro-compact pistol segment of the civilian market that's been growing rapidly since Sig Sauer released their Sig P365 a little over 3 years ago. A striker-fired semi-auto that uses a locked breech short recoil action, the GX4 is like most micro-compact polymer handguns in appearance. It features a serrated, flat-faced trigger sporting a safety blade reminiscent of Glock's trigger safety. It was purpose-built to compete with some of the most popular micro-compact models on the market released by its rivals in the last couple of years, such as the Ruger Max 9, the Springfield Armory Hellcat, and the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. Touted by the company as their first micro-compact, the Taurus GX4 is meticulously crafted with every inch of it streamlined for durability, reliability, and concealability, all while having a magazine capacity of full-size handguns from decades ago, superb accuracy out of the box, the company's limited lifetime warranty, and a budget-friendly price tag. If you're wondering what Toro means, it stands for Taurus Optic Ready Option, the company's proprietary optics mounting system. The pistol is designed such that it comes out of the factory with the cut seamlessly integrated into the slide for mounting any of the most popular reflex sights available today, such as Sig Sauer's Romeo Zero, Trigicon's RMR CC Red Dot, Sightmark's Mini-Shot A-Spec M3, Holosun's HS507K and HS407K, the Hex Wasp GE5077 MIC RET, the Riton 3 Tactics MP RD2, and the Shield RMSC. The slide cut can be covered with a flush mount slide cover plate, resulting in the Taurus GX4 Toro retaining all the advantages of a low-profile everyday carry piece if the operator chooses not to mount an optic. As additional safety features, the Taurus GX4 Toro includes a striker block and a visual round-in chamber indicator, which are included in all other models from the company's GX4 family of semi-auto handguns. It comes with two 10+1 round magazines, but Taurus offers 11-round and 13-round magazine options. The handgun has an MSRP of $468, which makes it an affordable option, but you can always look for lower street prices online. Springfield Armory SA35. Originally released in 1935, the Browning High Power is one of the most popular high-capacity semi-automatic handguns from the past century. It became wildly popular as a service sidearm for many countries, military, and law enforcement personnel for decades. FN has stopped production for several years now, but Springfield Armory is building their own adoption of this legend. Branding their version as the Model SA35, Springfield Armory didn't just build a clone of the legendary Browning High Power, but also altered the original design a little, adding modern updates to differentiate their version. Springfield Armory's SA-35, like the original, is an all-steel 9mm handgun, which doesn't make it too appealing in this day and age where polymer semi-automatic pistols reign supreme over any other handgun type. As an all-steel pistol, it'll be much heavier than any run-of-the-mill polymer CCW, no doubt, but the added weight helps in handling the recoil of some of the hottest overpressure 9mm loads. Minute changes were made to the feed ramp and extractor's measurements, which the company claims will help the SA-35 cycle modern defensive ammo loads flawlessly. Conversely, significant engineering changes were made for a lighter and more reliable trigger. Specifically, Springfield Armory decided to remove the magazine disconnect so that the SA-35 can fire even when no magazine is inserted into the grip. As there's now no magazine disconnect, magazines just drop freely upon pressing the mag release button. This also has the added effect of decreasing trigger pull weight. As the trigger comes factory tuned and the magazine disconnect isn't present in the SA-35, Springfield Armory can guarantee a smooth trigger that breaks cleanly at around 5 pounds without having a gunsmith tune the trigger. Two other changes include a magazine capacity of 15 instead of just 13 in the original, and a slightly altered shape of the hammer to minimize hammer bites, which old Browning high-power handguns are notorious for. At $699, the SA-35 is one of the better value steel handguns chambered for the 9mm on the market this year. Smith & Wesson CSX. Despite the popularity of polymer handguns, not everyone likes the prospect of carrying one. There will always be people out there who prefer the feel of real metal, and there will always be those who prefer single-action-only handguns as well. Like most polymer micro-compacts on the market today, the Smith & Wesson CSX is an easily concealable semi-auto that comes with high-capacity magazines and a trigger blade safety. It takes a lot of design cues from its older predecessor, the M&P Shield, but it differs greatly from it in all polymer handguns in 3 key areas: its construction, the way it's carried, and its trigger. The letters C and S in CSX are an homage to the Smith & Wesson Model 36 revolver, which the company also refers to as the Chief's Special. This new handgun's barrel and slide are made of stainless steel with an Armorite finish. Armorite, in case you ask, is Smith & Wesson's version of melanite, just with a different name. In one of their catalogs, they state that Armorite is a hardened nitride finish that improves resistance against corrosion and wear and decreases surface roughness, reduces light reflection, and increases surface lubricity. In addition to the slide's durable finish, it also has front and rear cocking serrations with an extended easy tab on the back of the slide, making it much easier to rack the slide compared to its forerunner, the Shield. As for the frame, the CSX's frame is made of aluminum alloy and features a textured front strap and 2 interchangeable polymer back straps, allowing for a custom fit that results in the operator having the tightest purchase on the grip. Other notable features of the Smith & Wesson CSX are an ambidextrous thumb safety, an ambidextrous elongated slide stop, a reversible magazine release button, and an 18-degree grip angle optimized for all shooters' natural point of aim. The MSRP is $609, which isn't bad considering its features and its all-metal construction. Mossberg MC2SC. If you've been living under a rock for the last couple of years, you've probably never heard of Mossberg's Carry 1 Subcompact, or MC1SC for short. It's a striker-fired micro-compact polymer handgun chambered for the 9mm, which the company released in 2019, 100 years after they released their first handgun, the Mossberg Brownie 4-shot pistol chambered in .22 long rifle. Like most plastic 9mm handguns, the MC1SC's frame is made of glass-filled polymer, and both its barrel and slide are made of stainless steel with a diamond-like carbon or DLC-coated finish. The slide has angled serrations for a more solid purchase so it can be easily racked. As its name indicates, the MC1SC was designed to be holstered as a CCW, but it was also built to be shot a lot. Its flat profile trigger has an integrated blade safety with a trigger pull weight of around 5 pounds. It has a smooth take-up, a nice crisp break, a reduced over travel, and a short reset, giving the MC1SC a reputation for fast and accurate follow-up shots. The MC1SC is also known for its safe takedown system, which allows for quick disassembly without having to pull the trigger. Other notable attributes include well-designed ergonomics, textured grip panels with the palm swell, and low-capacity, clear-count transparent polymer magazines, which are reportedly more durable than typical opaque polymer magazines, but only have room for 6 or 7 rounds of 9mm. It was well received despite its low round count. A year after the MC1SC debuted, Mossberg released the MC2SC, which has practically all the features of the MC1SC, but as it was designed to be a bigger version of its predecessor, it has room for an accessory rail, a longer barrel, and a bigger grip area that allows it to use high-capacity magazines that can fit 13 to 15 rounds of 9mm. The MC2SC is the third iteration of the MC line that Mossberg introduced in SHOT Show 2022. The MC2SC is the third iteration of the MC line that Mossberg introduced in SHOT Show 2022. Has all the best features of its two forerunners. In a lot of ways, it can be viewed as an offspring of the two, having the smaller footprint of the MC1SC and the higher capacity magazine and accessory rail of the MC2C, although it has to be said that its flush-fit magazine only fits 11 rounds and its extended magazine only fits 14. But the new MC2SC is better than both as it's optics ready out of the box. The optic cut on its slide will accept any RMSC pattern optic without any gunsmithing required. With an MSRP of $556, this handgun will give the Glock 26 a run for its money. Savage Stance MC9. Similar to Mossberg, it was a very long time ago when Savage Arms built their pistol, the Savage Model 1907. This year, they're back in a big way as they introduce their new handgun, the Stance MC9, a striker-fired polymer frame micro-compact handgun chambered for the 9mm. The Stance MC9 is touted by the company as being an ultra-thin CCW as its widest part measures only 96 hundredths of an inch, making it very easy to conceal, which make for a custom fit and a tight grip purchase, allowing for better recoil control. The Stance MC9 slide comes with interesting-looking front serrations. If you look closely, you'll see that they're wider than the typical front serrations you'd normally see on most polymer handguns in the MC9's class. But these serrations are ported towards the top of the barrel, giving the MC9 a unique aesthetic similar to a custom race gun. Like most of the polymer handguns on this list, the Stance MC9's barrel and slide are made of stainless steel with a black nitride finish. But unlike Smith & Wesson, Savage isn't afraid to use the word melanite. All edges on the sights and stainless steel slide, as well as those on the frame, are beveled to ensure the Stance MC9 will not snag on clothing when it has to be drawn. Some of its critical controls, like the magazine release and slide stop, are ambidextrous, making it southpaw friendly out of the box. And like the Mossberg MC, the Stance MC9 can also be disassembled without having to pull the trigger. With countless combinations of color, type of sights, and whether or not a manual safety is included, the Savage Stance MC9 is available in several different configurations. As for magazine capacity, the company offers a 7-round, an 8-round, and a 10-round magazine for this model. Prices start at $479 and can go as high as $561 depending on the configuration you'll go for. And there you have it, folks, our top 5 9mm handguns from SHOT Show 2022. If you have other models that you would have wanted to see on the list, let us know by commenting below. Like, share, subscribe, and click on that bell icon so you don't miss out on any new content.